Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having a prosperous day. I hope you guys are doing pretty good on today. We are in our 21 days of Evolve and Emerge. And so I wanted to just drop a quick word in your spirit or words of encouragement, just something to help you out while you're talking about evolving and emerging, because I truly believe that this is the season and time for us to evolve, for us to emerge, to become great men and women of God, but just not great men and women of God, but just to become great and excellent in everything that we do. I believe I talked about yesterday about Daniel. Daniel had an excellent spirit. So it's not always about, just what you do in church. It's about how you live your life, how you behave yourself and act, your character. Everything is talking about evolving. So it's evolving for you as a person as a whole. So but my specialty is talking about our character and everything that we do when it comes to church and when it comes to that. So two people I want to encourage you to stay away from when you are evolving and when you are emerging. And some people, you might have to sever relationships or sever communication, or just, and it might not be a sever, but maybe less communication, less hanging out, things like that. And so one of those people are people that feel like you cannot make it without them. That's one of the kind of people that you should not be around. The type of person that feel like you cannot make it without them. Those type of people you really don't want to be around. The second person is the second type of personality or person that you don't want to be around is the one that wants to hold you and your gift hostage. So I want to talk about that today, because when you're trying to evolve and when you're trying to emerge, the first person that feels like you'll never make it without them, they will always try to give you more. Watch this. They'll always try to give you more to make you stay with them. They'll say, well, I'll give you this if you stay with me. I'll do this. I'll do this. And they feel like if they continually do that, then you're depending on them and that you cannot make it without them. And so they try to put in your head that you can't make it. This is why a lot of times I don't push. I shouldn't say, I do push. I push my people, but I don't try to coddle them or baby them or make them feel like you can't do this. No, I want them to be able to do it on their own. Anytime I mentor somebody, the ministers at my church, people at my church, I try to make you push and do it on your own. You might say, I can't do it, Pastor Bessie. Yes, you can. Anybody that I mentor, they say, I can't do it, Miss Bessie. Yes, you can. I am your coach. I am your mentor. I am going to push you to do the things that you can do, and you don't necessarily always need me to guide you through that. You can actually do that. Once you know your purpose, your destiny, where you want to go, what you want to do, you write out a plan, you get it all together. You can go in that vein yourself. You really can. You might need some encouragement. You might need someone to, push you a little bit to boost you up. You might have a moment where you failed at. You might have a moment where you feel like, man, I just failed badly. That business deal didn't go through. I did bad at church and ministry, entrepreneurship. I didn't have the finances to go forth and do this. That house deal, it didn't go through. Listen, let me tell you something. It all happens to all of us, but I don't want you to depend on one single person, not just me, but any one single person to where you get to, I can't do without them. Yes, you can. God created us to be, He created us singular, but what you do is you couple with people to push forth and to do things. And so sometimes you might have to couple with somebody to push forth to do something, but in the end, it is your purpose, it is your destiny, it's what you have to push to do. So don't always depend on one person I know that they can get me through. You might need a word every now and then. You might need encouragement, which is great. The other person is the person that wants to hold your gift and hold you hostage. They know that they prosper since you have been with them. They know that their business, their ministry, whatever it is, has prospered since you've been with them, but they don't want to let you go further. And what they also do is they also beat down your character. They beat down who you are. They tell you you're not enough. You can't go any further. And it's that same kind of deal. And so they feel like, you can't make it without me. It's that dual kind of thing. But they also take your gift and they use it for their own. And then, and when I say gift, I'm not just talking about in church, because some of you have a great gift of event planning. Some of you have a great gift of organizing things. Some of you have a great entrepreneur gift. And when you share that gift with someone else and you don't do anything with it, they can take your gifting, they can take your idea, they can take that and they can run with that. And so those are the kind of people people that you want to stay away from, the people that hold you hostage. They hold you hostage in your gifting. They hold you hostage in your thought. They hold you hostage in your prosperity and where you want to go, in your finances, in your mind, in your thoughts, in your creativity. They hold you hostage and they use you for everything just so that they can prosper, so that they can do well. So you want to try to stay away from those people. And so let me give you scripture background on this. One of the scriptures that I love is in Genesis, the 31st chapter, and it talks about Lebanon and Jacob. And so Jacob was sent here from his mother Rebekah, and Rebekah sent him to his uncle, which was Jacob. And so when he sent him there, and let me just drop you in the middle of the scripture. So I'm going to read Genesis 30. Genesis 30, and I'm going to start at 25. It says, after Rachel gave birth to Joseph, Jacob said to Laban, I called him Lebanon, Laban. He says, send me on my way so that I can go back to my own homeland. Give me my wife and my children for whom I have served you, and I will be on my way. You know how much work I have done for you. So again, after Rachel had Jacob, he went to Laban, and Laban was his uncle, and so he prospered since he had been there. And so watch this. Laban said to him, if I have found favor in your eyes, please stay. I have learned by divination. Watch that. I've learned by divination that the Lord has blessed me because of you. He added, name your wage and I will pay them. And Jacob said to him, you know how much work I have done for you, and how your livestock was fair under my care. The little you had before I came has increased greatly. The Lord has blessed me wherever I have been. But now now is the time when I may do something for my own household. And again, Laban asked him, he says, what shall I give you? He asked again. And so he's trying to hold him hostage. He's trying to hold his gift hostage. And then he's trying to name his price as if, he can pay me for anything for my gifting. I want to do something for my family, for myself, for my business, to do what I need to do. And so a lot of times you will run into those people who would try to hold you hostage and try to keep you. Listen, do what you need to do. I'm not saying don't support anybody. I'm not saying turn your back immediately on people. I'm just saying that in this season of us evolving, and this is Jacob trying to evolve into his own man. This is Jacob trying to become what he knows that he can become, what he can do here for his family. He's already been conned by his uncle, which is now his father-in-law. I'm come here and I'm trying to get married to Rachel. You give me Leah, and then I have to work another couple of years. So you've already tricked me so many different times that I just want to get out and do my own. Can you imagine working 7, 14, 21 years for someone and you're increasing them, but they haven't tried to increase you at all or haven't tried to push you at all? You got to watch the people that you're around. If they're not, watch this, if they're not trying to push you, if they're not reciprocating, if they're not giving back, then those are some kind of people that you kind of just need to cut off, because it's a waste of time, because you're increasing them, but they're not increasing you. And I don't mean just in finances for an increase. Sometimes it might be knowledge. Sometimes it could be encouragement. Sometimes it could be them helping you with your business plan, with helping you build your house, with helping you build your credit, with helping you find a job. There has to be a reciprocation of something. If you give out a service, there has to be something that comes back in return. So to say that when you go to school and you get your education, after you get out of school, you're supposed to be able to take that knowledge and take that education and go out and get you a job. And people prefer those that have a degree, so to say, those that have a degree over anyone else. So if I'm coming to you and if I'm working and I'm putting in the time, if I'm doing it, if I have an apprenticeship and I'm coming to you and I'm putting in the time, I should be able to get something back. So it's the same way with relationships, with friendships, with any type of ships. You guys ought to be in that ship together, working together, building one another, helping one another. And if those people are not helping you evolve and helping you to emerge into a greater, bigger, better person, then that relationship might need to be severed. It might need to it might not need to be there anymore, or you just might need to have less communication. So I wanted to just bring that to you, because when you're evolving and when you're emerging, you have to now start looking at the people that are around you. Are they going further? Do they have any goals? What are their intentions? What do they want to do? And if they don't have any goals and they're thinking about the same thing that they was thinking about 2-3 years ago, it might be time for us to, kind of talk every now and then, but we can't talk all the time, because you don't know where you want to go and you keep going in these same circles. I don't want to go in the same circle. I don't want you to go in the same circle. I want us to evolve. I want us to do better. I want us to emerge. I want us to adapt, and then watch this, emerge and evolve into greater, bigger, better persons. Because when you evolve, and when you emerge, I evolve and I emerge just by being in connection and communication with you. No one is ever above teaching or above anything like that. I will learn from any and everybody. I learn from my children. I learn from movies. I learn from things that I see out. I learn from the Animal Channel. We all learn something, and it doesn't matter. So the relationship ought to be reciprocated, and you should be getting something back. So stay away from people who feel like you can't survive without them. And then the people who also hold your gift hostage, or hold you hostage, hold your knowledge hostage, and they don't want to give anything back. They don't want to reciprocate. Your knowledge is worth something. I often tell people that you are intellectual property. That's what I say to people. I say you are intellectual property, because everything that you think of is worth something. So don't give it away for free. Everything that you think of, it's worth something. So don't give it away for free. And a lot of people want free things from you because they know that you're intellectual property. They know that you're walking around with all of this knowledge. So they come to you for knowledge, and they come to you for help, and they want to sift you for everything, but they don't want to give anything in return. And so I wanted to say that to you. So I hope this helped you on today as we are in our 21 days of evolving and emerging. Please share this video with someone if you like it, and if it bless you, please share this video. I hope somebody be blessed by it. All right, this is Pastor Bessie. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.